Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pro Wrestling Perspectives Podcast, episode 18. It is June 14th, 2018. So glad to have you here. Right now we have Chase, but we'll soon be joined by the other two Whitner boys, Chance and Chad. So let's start out with you, Chase. How you doing this week, brother?
Good, you?
Fantastic. And, I believe this is the first time someone on this podcast has asked me how I'm doing. Can you believe that?
You think so? No, there's dogs.
Chance, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, it's every week. It's every week. It's every week. I don't know if it comes up in the podcast that way. I think it still does, but come back when you got a better internet connection or a cell phone or something. Oh, that's weird. That's freaky. Now it says Pro Wrestling Perspectives is Chad. Okay. Anyway, so yep, I'm doing great, enjoying life, and we're going to go straight into our best things ever. When they come along, if we have the time, we'll do it.
Best things ever or best things of the week?
Best thing of the week. What's going on? What's your best thing of the week?
My best thing of the week is, I don't know if I've mentioned this on here, but we're getting a pool put in.
Must be nice.
And so somebody's got to spend it, John.
I know. I mean, it's there.
We got everything done except for like the little finishing touches. So, the water's in the pool and running, but it's just not clean.
When he says we got everything done, he means his manservants who are working out in his backyard.
Yes.
They almost have it done.
Almost finished. What about you?
My best thing of the week, and I'm a little behind the rest of the world, but Thor Ragnarok. I watched it this week twice. Probably will watch it again. Loved it from start to finish.
That was my favorite, I guess, superhero movie. Besides, like, the X-Men series. I liked the X-Men series, but that was my favorite. I don't know. Iron Man's still up there.
Mm-hmm.
The first Iron Man.
It was one of those that was like, it totally changed the game. I remember when X-Men came out, it was like, wow, this is actually pretty dang good. Talk to me, Chance.
But my favorite one is the new Avengers.
Infinity War, whatever it is. Chance, can you say something? I think you're good, man. Thank you, Lord, on that. What's your best thing of the week this week, Chance? Before you go there, Thor Ragnarok.
Does it have to have already happened, or can it be looming?
I swear it's deja vu. Yeah, go ahead.
Be heading to Tennessee Saturday, so that'll be my best thing of the week.
Nice. Now, I know you won't be able to join us for the podcast, but I guarantee you, on a mountain in a remote part of Tennessee, you would probably get a better internet connection than you do at your own house. Like literally like 5-6 miles.
I think I figured out what the problem was. I don't think it's the internet connection. I think it's because I logged in as Pro Wrestling Perspectives on my phone. And I think it tries to log in as that, like it tries to join it as Pro Wrestling Perspectives. And
got to switch those profiles back. Okay, so let's jump right in since we don't have I sent it to you, Chad. We don't have Chad with us yet. Let's talk about the pros and cons, or basically a recap of what we had happen in Raw and in SmackDown. Chase, can you give us your overall feelings on this week of WWE action?
I actually thought SmackDown outperformed Raw this week, in my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. I thought Raw was just kind of let's just go through the motions before Sunday. I still thought it was a decent show, and they had some people come in and show their faces that I hadn't seen in a while. And but I thought SmackDown did an overall better job with their show this week.
I think the great thing about SmackDown is it has such a big roster that guys, we talked about it before, can take a couple of weeks off, and then when they come back, like, oh, okay. It goes against our usual thinking And sometimes we're like, well, we hadn't seen so and so in a couple of weeks, but that's always good because they're fresh in our minds. Chad, what's your best thing of the week before we dig into Raw and SmackDown Live?
Ooh, give me a minute.
And welcome back to the show, sir. I think this is your first time here in about, I don't know, 3.5 months. So welcome back. Glad to have you here. I'm glad we worked out the contract details and you can officially join us. You were sitting out.
But
so what's your best thing of this week?
man, I'm trying to think back. Oh man. I think I don't know, man. Braun's like the best thing every week here lately. So
This is your it don't have to be wrestling related.
oh, okay.
Like mine was still Ragnarok. Chance is that he's going to vacation, and Chase was that his pool was almost done.
Sarah got a new job, so
nice. Yep. Moving on up in the world. We're all trying to go toward that day where none of us have to work.
Yeah, then we can do this.
Yeah.
Keep
right.
Our wives get better jobs.
Yep, we'll just be the support valve for them. Chance, your thoughts on the Raw and SmackDown from this week? Anything stand out to you?
I watched Raw a pretty good bit. I didn't really catch Smack. It was on the TV, but I'm kind of in and out. Didn't really get to watch much of it. I enjoyed Raw though. I thought it was a good show, better than the last few have been. Just thought, I don't know if it was. I think the matchups were not that great again. I just think I was more into it maybe.
Okay. Chad, what you got to watch this week? Do you have any overall thoughts on this week? The go home show, as they call it, for Money in the Bank.
I just don't get the Daniel Bryan thing. I don't get what they're doing with him. It's a waste, and I don't know. I wish he was fighting more established fighters than he is. But other than that, he was going to be my loser for the week. But.
Ooh, yeah, I'd see. Okay, so let's go over some highlights of the two. I just wrote down what I thought were pros and cons, and you guys can agree or disagree with me. And if you have anything that stands out to you that I don't talk about, feel free to share. My pros of Raw. I thought the women's match was awesome once again, but there is not a silver lining. What's the opposite of silver lining? So it's a con, like a negative to
gray
what should be a positive. Huh?
Gray line, nice. Gray line.
I believe he just made that one up, but we'll go with it. There's a gray line to this I'll talk about in a second. I thought Kevin Owens was masterful in his scheming in the back with Finn and with Bobby Roode. I love those backstage segments. The heels always have a hint of truth in what they're saying. They're not just speaking lies, and that's how you know that somebody's a good heel or not. My cons, giving away a lot of high spots. What I mean by that is we saw a lot of spectacular things on Raw and SmackDown, specifically Raw, though, in this women's match and in the men's match at the end. What are you going to do that's going to shock people after we saw Kevin Owens leap from a ladder onto the announce table where Brock?
That was insane, John.
Exactly.
I don't know how somebody didn't get injured on that.
Yep. And how are you going to top it?
Well, you have to top that. It's at the end of the show.
I'm talking about we're going to watch Money in the Bank, and your mind can only take so much of this stuff to where how is somebody going to make something better? You're going to be, wow, remember Money in the Bank? Then you're going to be like, wow, remember the Raw before Money in the Bank when Kevin Owens tried to kill himself by jumping off of a ladder like 25 feet in the air. And by the way,
that should just give you more want to watch Money in the Bank. If they did that on Monday Night Raw, I mean, they should have something planned better than that on Money in the Bank.
All right. So do you honestly think they got something better planned?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I actually think we might see Braun do something like that at Money in the Bank.
Ain't no way. Prepare to have your dream crushed of better things happening in the Money in the Bank.
Calling it.
I got. Wait. I skipped one of my pros.
The ladder would crumble as he crawled up it. Braun ain't winning Money in the Bank because the ladder won't be able to hold him up there.
He was standing on the ladder at the beginning of the match. At the beginning of the show.
Unless he could just jump up there and grab it.
Braun and somebody else though. I think it's toppling. I forgot about this Bobby Lashley. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on what happened between him and Sami Zayn.
I saw that coming a million miles away.
Now they've all of these have been garbage, but I was really impressed with Bobby Lashley's athletic ability at 40 years old, what he was able to do on this obstacle course. Now that was the only good part of this, Bobby actually got some people cheering for him, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that whole segment between them two. I don't know if the goal was to get Bobby likable, but it's worked for me. I like him with the hat. And don't make him look like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, he still got that, and that was just wrapped around his arm instead of his head.
Yeah, I like him. I like those segments. Those segments have made me like Bobby Lashley more the last few weeks.
Nah, he's all right.
Chad? I just want him to have a soul, and I don't see a soul in him yet. I just see like a robot, a very, very huge robot.
Just develop.
He's already got it. Don't give it to him. I
think you got a good point, though. I think that might be what they've been trying to develop.
He's already got it, dude. He's 40. He's been wrestling his whole life, and in previous stops, he showed personality. They just don't want him to do it here.
Bobby Lashley, yeah, I mean they're trying to get him fans. I mean that's why you put him against Sami Zayn.
And they put him with Braun in tag teams to try to get something going.
Yeah, because Braun's a big fan. It's a good point, but he just don't have the it. I mean, we've talked about it. There's people that don't have the it, but they still have fans because of their personality. But he don't have the it nor personality. I mean, he's just like a guy, and I think they don't like that he's just a guy. But
they want him to be better than he is, but he won't be.
To me, he's like
I like him more than the average fan,
without the upside. You know what I mean?
Chad, would you say they're trying to make him hit?
Make him a hit?
Make him hit.
No, I mean.
That was your line from a previous podcast I really like when you're talking about Roman Reigns. They try to make him hit, and he didn't hit.
It didn't hit.
I love it.
Actually won't hit. They're trying to do I'm trying to think who they're doing that with now. I don't even know, but
Daniel Bryan?
No, they're not even trying with him. They're putting him out there just
he sucked
because he's such a favorite. They know they can put him anywhere in the SmackDown. They can put him anywhere in the ring against anybody, and people will watch it and be engaged. The problem is
kind of done with Daniel Bryan.
I am too.
Nobody. That's gonna lose its luster at some point once they're like, okay, why ain't he fighting like the big hitters? You know?
Yeah, I think it already has for me.
Yep.
Well, and
maybe it's off injury too. I don't know. Maybe.
And what Chance is saying, I think, is critical because SmackDown, the ratings have been pretty low lately, and you could blame that on a lot of things. But you represent the casual viewer here, and when you got guys like Daniel Bryan headlining it, Samoa Joe headlining it, AJ Styles, it doesn't look good because all those are people that we were like, yeah, this is who we want you to put at the top, and it's not happening. But Raw's ratings have sucked too. So
they're at the top. They're just not fighting each other. Like they're fighting Big Cass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him. Bad for DB.
Yeah.
You got Nia Jax tapping before the pay-per-view, and they always like to give you a little bit to put some doubt in your head or to make you think or wonder what's going to happen. I think this was a step too far in seeing her tap.
Yep.
They should have let her get out of it or something.
Or pick her up and slam her. Something. She's supposed to be the champ.
Or just slide out of it somehow.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do the slam. I mean, that could be something in the match, but that's going to make Ronda Rousey like a
just let her slide out and say she didn't get it good. She didn't have it
get out there real quick. I do like the headbutt, though, that she did because it was kind of like, Ronda wasn't ready for it, and so she's pointing out some flaws in her game. That's the kind of doubt I like.
What do y'all think about the Elias Seth Rollins thing.
You missed your last week. You know my thoughts on Elias.
If you would watch the podcast when you're not on it.
Maybe I'll ask them 2 other people that did.
Those were both me, by the way.
That was Darcy and her friend.
Yeah. She's like, I watched the podcast, and I was like, really? She's like, well, I hit play, and then I just stopped.
Just tell her to push play and walk away from
it. Yeah. Like, thank you, baby. Thank you for supporting your dad and his endeavors. I think they're trying to get what's Elias up a notch. I don't know if it's possible right now in his career because of his wrestling ability. And I'm scared they're going to put that title on him and elevate Seth Rollins to the main event, which I'm cool with him elevating to the main event, but that title should mean a little bit more than giving it to somebody like Elias that can't wrestle worth the flip.
Amen.
That's my thoughts on it. Chase?
That's it.
That me again.
Everybody good? That statement, Chad, your thoughts on it? Does that sound like what you think?
I asked because I don't know. How long has Elias been fighting, like wrestling?
Maybe a year.
Yeah, on the main roster, a year.
Year and a half, something like that.
He just seems to be still learning.
It's starting to get kind of stagnant.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was cool there for a while, and it was kind of funny, and now it's starting to be like,
guitar thing. He's about to smash your guitar, but why aren't you getting in the ring to stop him? I didn't understand that. That's kind of. I'm wearing my button down. So
they're doing the same thing with him over and over.
Like, I'd rather him went into the ring, look like a man, and then like broke it over his head than just breaking it and him crying about it.
Yeah.
It was a John Mayer gifted guitar.
I actually thought when he said that about John Mayer, I actually thought John Mayer was going to come out and help him.
Your body is a wonderland.
John Mayer's dead somewhere. I ain't never heard from him.
Oh, he's still making hits.
Making albums.
Making songs, yeah.
I would call them hit. But maybe they're trying to get the belt off Seth, but it's gonna be hard to get the belt off on me. Like, yeah, I'm okay with that. Now on to better things. I don't know how they're gonna make that transition.
We're gonna talk about this, I guess, in a minute. But what do you think, Braun? What do you think the next step for Braun is? Because I don't see him winning this match. But what do you think?
You got 3 options.
Are we going to picks now?
No. I'm thinking about the future. Reigns, Rollins, or Braun. Who's that guy that's going to fight Braun Strowman? And I don't know which one it's going to be.
Have we had a legitimate Braun match?
It was garbage. Nope, they did. They wrestled 1 F5.
Yeah, but it wasn't them too.
And it was, they wrestled one-on-one match. And it was garbage. I looked that up in a second, tell you exactly when it was.
But it was just F5s and
they did an awkward F5 like you'd be on a trampoline with a kid that wasn't used to you doing it, and they'd be like, hold on. Okay, now.
Brock's fault because ain't that all his matches?
Yeah, pretty much.
The same way with Samoa Joe. It looked awkward going up too.
I've never liked Joe anyway. So.
You Whitner boys, man. All 3 got something that I don't like your opinions on wrestling. It's frustrating that you have a different opinion.
Well, I mean, perspectives, John.
And I got wrong ones.
Pro wrestling perspectives.
Okay. They were at the Royal Rumble. They wrestled, and then there was another match too.
See, I thought they went to Royal Rumble anyway.
So I missed that one. Live anyway.
All right. So that's it. Not delivering on matches was something else that came to my attention. Thinking about Roman Reigns and Jinder Mahal. How did you guys feel about the fact that they promised this and then turns out, nope, we're not going to have that match?
I thought it was good that they didn't fight because aren't they fighting at the Money in the Bank?
Yeah, but I'd say why it's kind of a tease. Like, why would you be like, we're going to have this match and then take it away from the fans. I'm not sure anybody was clamoring for it. Like, yeah, we get to see this tonight, but still.
Yeah, I think they did it just because maybe time. I don't know. Who knows?
Hang on. I thought Jinder and Reigns did wrestle. Well, Singh wrestled, and then Jinder came and did a Colossus at the end after he won.
No, it was him against
Singh,
Emil Singh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And then Jinder came and did a Colossus at the end, right?
Yeah, but they didn't face off. It wasn't a match against each other.
Right. But
by the way, it was Brock and Braun Strowman at Royal Rumble 2016 in a match, and
that was when he first started, though. That's when Braun just came on the scene, wasn't it?
Yes, I think so.
That's what I meant by legit. Like, I don't think they fought in the last year.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. SmackDown Live pros. I have Daniel Bryan and the Shelton Benjamin match. I thought was pretty good. I didn't like pretty much any other match, and I wasn't too sold on this match as well. Nothing really stood out to me as far as that kind of thing. So, Chase, you were echoing earlier that you liked SmackDown this week. What stood out to you? Like, can you give me some examples of why it was better?
I thought that I don't know, the show just flowed better to me.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have a lot of stop, and you know how Raw would do a lot of stopping and talking, and then the match talk and the match. SmackDown just had more of a better, had a better flow to it. And I was impressed with the AJ and Hardy match. That was one of my favorite matches.
Wait, that's
that
Shinsuke.
match lasted a while, didn't it?
Yeah.
With Shinsuke and Hardy, right?
That was my first time I watched Shinsuke and enjoyed it. And I don't know if it was because it was with Hardy, but
perspectives, John. See, that's a terrible one.
Chases, what are you thinking, Chad?
Shinsuke, that dude's legit. And he's saying it's his best fight was against Hardy. Let's be serious.
The dude does nothing. He does absolutely nothing. But does
He's
the
a bad dude.
Leg knee kick crap.
That's what makes him so good. He's still engaging, even though he really isn't that technical of a leaper and like a great.
He ain't got to be a leaper, but I don't know.
Bad guys aren't supposed to do things to get the crowd to pop. That's what the good guys are supposed to do.
And that's what I mean. I guess maybe it's because Hardy counteracts. You know what I mean? He does those things, so it makes the
Hardy
match
and AJ both are pretty. They go.
I might see burnout on AJ and Shinsuke.
Yeah, hopefully this Sunday will be the last match for a while.
Yeah,
all right. Paige as GM, I think it's been really fantastic. She's gotten better each week, and now she seems like a very powerful person, and like she controls the show as opposed to being like a klutz like Kurt Angle is. And
it's a different.
Really liked her so far.
It's a different control, John, than what Shane McMahon was doing.
Yeah.
It's control, but it's like bringing good stuff to the show. Control.
Not picking on anybody.
Yeah, like Miz being the referee. I thought that segment in the back was really funny, and really it was pretty good. My opinion.
Anybody else have a thought on that?
As
You
a
like
casual
Paige?
fan, I don't really care about the GMs, what they do. I like Kurt Angle just because he's hilarious to me. But as far as like what he actually does behind the scenes and whatnot, I don't.
Kurt Angle, the first word I don't think of is hilarious.
Oh, he's hilarious.
I think stiff when I think Kurt Angle.
Yeah, that's just funny.
He's that like laugh at funny, not like
right.
Like laugh at him, not with him funny.
Right, yeah, right.
I get that. Yeah.
Okay, I got some cons here. We really already talked about them, so I want to go straight into this week's Money in the Bank's picks.
Yes.
Wrestling Perspectives picks. Really excited to hear about your thoughts on this. And let's start off with Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Chance, your thoughts, your winner of Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass.
I'm gonna go Daniel Bryan. I can't pick Big Cass. My brain just will not allow it to happen. So
You writing these down, John?
Yes, sir.
I don't see Big Cass making it.
Okay. Chad, your pick and
This
why?
will be the first match of the night.
Yeah.
Mainly
I think so too.
Cass is just an average to bad wrestler.
How many plates of food have you had by this time, Chad?
I think it's the kickoff, so probably just the first one.
They ain't gonna have Daniel Bryan.
I'll be
currently
making another plate when this happens.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's gonna win though. I think Daniel Bryan probably wins just because it's a pay-per-view. How about you, John? What do you think?
I'm going Big Cass. Some type of tomfoolery. I don't know what it is, but just Big Cass being where he is, I don't. Beg your pardon.
Some way of cheating or something.
Yeah, because I just you don't have this. You don't give a guy this much time on the mic and this much attention to detail as far as a character development, and then be like, yeah, you're going to lose to Daniel Bryan 2 times, and he's going to jack up your leg. I think you got to give him something that he can walk around and tell people that he beat Daniel Bryan. That's my guess. Chaser.
Okay.
Didn't they fight at another pay-per-view?
Yeah, he tapped out, and then a week or two ago, Daniel Bryan put a finisher on him or something. He did something to him. It wasn't in a match. He just told him that he was going to come down there and kick his tail. And
my gut
did.
is telling me Daniel Bryan, but my mind, like thinking about what you're thinking, is saying Big Cass.
What's your heart saying, Chase? That's what really counts here.
No, I'm going against that. I'm going with my mind from now on. So I'm going Big Cass.
That's a scary thing there.
Yeah.
And when he's just pick what John picks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not clairvoyant. Sometimes I get these wrong, guys. I appreciate your opinion of me, though. Means a lot. Let's go with Seth Rollins and Elias. I'll go first on this, and I'm going to go with Seth Rollins. Everything tells me that Elias should win, and then they can move on. But I think Seth Rollins hadn't had this title long enough, and they need to continue to push it because it needs to have some worth. I don't think you get that with Elias. I just don't know how it all happens. I can't tell you that. Chase.
Burn it down, baby. Burn it all day. There's no way he's losing to Elias. He's too hot right now. He's not going to lose to Elias.
Okay, Chad.
Ditto.
Ditto squared.
Yep.
Oh, ditto squared. Nice.
Yeah, I think
third joke.
The point you made about him losing and going for the title, I just don't see that happening right now.
All right, Bobby Lashley and Sami Zayn. Is anybody on this podcast not going to pick Bobby Lashley?
That's my third plate, by the way. It's my third plate of food.
If this match was happening, maybe it'll be worse than the Cass fight.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
I like Sami Zayn as a wrestler, though. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who's picking first?
I'm picking Sami Zayn.
You second after I was putting in. I didn't figure anybody was going to pick.
I'm picking Sami Zayn, and the reason why is I think Sami Zayn's kind of like the Miz as far as being crafty in the ring, and Bobby Lashley's kind of been made out to be kind of not so smart in the ring. So I think Sami Zayn's going to do some tomfoolery, like you said, with the Big Cass and steal it.
Okay,
I got Sami Zayn also.
What in the world's going on?
Sami Zayn.
I'm with you, John.
Thank you. I'm telling you, this is how this works. Me and Chad make the smart, sensible picks. Mark this down. Bobby Lashley's going to win, and they're going to be okay.
It's black, John.
Remember this moment. Excuse me.
He's suppressed.
This is the man gonna hold him down, John.
We don't want that on this podcast.
Tell me a black person that's won lately.
New Day won the title.
Win.
There's like 3 of them, Chase. I mean,
that's 3 of them. It takes 3 of them though to do 1 win.
Didn't Benjamin just beat Daniel Bryan?
Jason Jordan was a tag team champion 2 different times. He's won all of the
He's
tag
Kurt
team
Angle's
belts.
son, John. He's white.
Okay. I'm not gonna spend any more time on that. If you want to keep your racism to yourself, that's fine. I'll let you live how you want to live, but I don't want to hear it. Bludgeon Brothers and Lou Gallows and Carl Anderson were beat on the pre-show. Well, we definitely have to get this one because none of us will be watching it.
It's crazy. Why? How are we putting tag team titles as a pre-show?
Because they don't mean anything, dude. This is
tag team trash.
Yep. We're a long way away from the days of the Usos and the New Day. Long way. Remember when they had some fantastic matches? Can't even see it now. I'm going Bludgeon Brothers. Anybody else not going Bludgeon Brothers?
Bludgeon.
A surprising Chance didn't say something. I'm going to go do Gallows.
Yeah.
All right. Roman Reigns, Jinder Mahal. Shots.
I think this is one of the toughest picks, in my opinion. Because it could go either way, and you'd be fine either way it went.
Okay. Chance, your thoughts on this?
I'd love to see Jinder win. I don't think it's gonna happen. So I'm gonna go Roman. And that way, if Jinder does win, I'll still be okay with it because
Chance logic. All right, Chad.
Roman Reigns.
Damn it. All right, giving you plenty of time here, Chase.
Jinder Mahal.
Oh my gosh.
There's that heart pick that's gonna make him lose again.
Yep.
I gotta get at least one heart pick.
Okay, Carmella versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I will go first on this. Asuka will be winning by disqualification. Asuka will be winning by disqualification when a little bitty fella named whatever his name is, No Chin guy. Remember him? Who's that?
Lucia?
No.
The guy with no chin.
Oh, yeah, he's coming back.
Yep. He will be at Money in the Bank, so I think he's going to be helping Carmella. James Ellsworth.
But you're still picking Asuka?
Yeah, she's going to win by disqualification because James is going to screw it up.
So she'll keep the title.
So keep the title, though.
Yep, Carmella will keep the title. Asuka will get the win. Chase, who wins?
So that's your prediction, right? So that has to happen that way for you to get a win?
Asuka wins, okay? I'll just put that on there so you don't.
He's just trying to look like a.
Hey, you said disqualification. That's not what happened. I got Asuka winning.
Yeah, but she still has the belt, so don't she win, really?
Yep. Chase.
I don't know, man.
All right,
Chad.
I'm taking Asuka.
Asuka it is.
Wow. Is that a new fighter? Is that a new fighter? I haven't seen her.
That's her evil twin.
Like 3 months, so I didn't think she'd show up to this either.
I think Carmella's going to win.
Okay.
Not that I've watched.
Can go either way
has Asuka won anything recently?
She hadn't fought.
Yeah, she tapped somebody. She tapped out one of the 2 girls, the Rainbow Girls, and then she did something good in the last match.
You mean the Iconic?
No, Sonya Deville and Gold Dust Chick.
The Rainbow.
They don't fit together, but for some reason they're still together. I'm fine with it. I don't know why I'm judging that. You don't have to be exactly alike to be on the same team. Chase. Fabulous.
I do, man. I want to pick Carmella so bad.
Come on, do it with me.
Mella is money. I'm putting that in for you, Chase.
I'm going to go the same route John's going. I'm going to have to go Asuka.
Wow.
I'm going to go against Mella is money on Money in the Bank.
I know, man. No. But I think it's a DQ though. I still think she gets the loss, but I think that what John's talking about is right. That way she at least keeps the belt.
Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey. Let's go with Chance first on there. Chad, you're up.
Ronda.
All right.
The only way this don't happen, some tomfoolery, but
I got some tomfoolery happening in my pick. Chase.
Ronda, Goldberg style.
Okay. You think she just hops on her like a spider monkey and
immediate? Yep.
I can see that.
How about you, Chancey?
But what I can also see is Nia Jax dominating her. That's how I think it's going to happen. Give me Nia.
Good Lord. This kid. Wow. This kid right here.
He's got balls.
Chance, have you ever won the picks?
Go big or go home, baby.
He's never won.
I only lost like one time though.
You mean dead last?
Yeah. You lost every time. Okay.
That's one way to look
hear
at it.
Me out on this. And this is
if I ain't last, I'm first.
You can hold me to all this because it involves somebody else winning. But I see Ronda Rousey dominating Nia Jax, coming close to a win. Natalya somehow cashes in to the point to where she sneaks in and pins Nia, where Rousey is kind of just standing there with her mouth dropped open, and then we're going to have a Ronda Rousey Natalya series of matches.
She cashes in.
Yeah.
John's got her winning.
Which is a swerve. Yeah, that's a tease for what's going to happen later on.
You really think she's going to get the thing and then cash?
She's
you
a
think they're going
to
do that match before the Ronda match? You think the Ronda's probably going to be toward the end? And
look, they need somebody who knows what they're doing in the ring to wrestle against Rousey, and there's not too many that's like functional in the ring like Natalya is. That's my opinion.
True.
You don't have to.
That's why Nia Jax is going to win, and then that same scenario is going to play out, and she's going to take it from Nia.
Nope. Rousey can't take a loss. It can be like a screwed up loss, but it can't be like a straight up loss.
So that's a transition into women's Money in the Bank?
No. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura with the win. I don't know how, but he'll wind up winning this match because they need to get off AJ. AJ needs some reviving of his character. Chase, AJ,
Shinsuke. Nakamura, Shinsuke,
Chad.
Come back to me.
Nakamura.
Okay.
I think Nakamura wins, and AJ basically turns heel, but not fully, but kind of.
So he's turning heel on a heel.
Yep.
You know, Shinsuke's a heel, right?
Yeah.
In the history of turning heel, it's almost impossible.
Double heel, John. It's a win-win.
It's impossible to turn heel on a heel.
You have two heels? John, do you walk around with two heels?
Yes, I do. I don't turn on one, though.
Two heels.
I don't have a face down there that turns into a heel.
Oh, casual.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
Nakamura, Chad.
Go AJ.
This one's tough on me because most heels don't take championships from superstars, but it happens. But I don't know, John. I don't know. I could flip a coin, really. I'm gonna go AJ.
Do it. Flip a coin. Let's see what happens.
You got a coin over there you can flip.
It's
he went AJ.
If I'm gonna take chances of thought on this, if I'm wrong, at least Sensei's got it.
Yeah. Chanceism.
Okay. Chanceology. All right. Braun Strowman versus Finn Balor versus The Miz versus Rusev versus Bobby Roode. Nakamura versus Bobby Roode versus Kevin Owens versus Samoa Joe versus to be announced, which is either Big A, Kofi Kingston, or Xavier Woods.
Can that be a bonus?
Chance is going to pick the New Day, and he'll be like, "Can I choose the New Day and get credit for all three of them?" And one of them wins it. No, you cannot, Chance. I know you were thinking that. You got it written down.
Me by letting me do that on the first few.
All right, Chance, you go first.
Can you repeat those again?
Strowman, Balor, Miz, Rusev, Rude, Owens, Joe, TBA.
I thought we told you in a text.
And this is so whoever wins this, who has the belt that they would be cashing in on?
Depends on what brand they're on.
Gosh.
So if they're on SmackDown Live, they're going to be going against whoever wins the match.
Casual motherfreaker.
I know. It's unreal. You got a text with all this on there. Can you repeat that, please? No, I can't because I already
texter, John.
Lord.
Everything casual.
I'm gonna go Balor.
Oh, a little Balfour action.
Vince Balfour?
I really want to go Kevin Owens, but Balor's got to win something eventually.
Eventually, yeah. Who did I pick, John?
Nobody yet.
I thought I'd sent you a text.
No, you didn't give me any picks. Maybe did they? You weren't supposed to.
I can't remember the guy, but is it my turn?
Yep.
Somebody.
I think it's Braun Strowman.
That was a Chase or Chance pick right there.
Was it? Who did I pick?
Yeah. I'm saying that you picked as in you were Chance.
Well, you know.
Sorry. Everybody got to have one of the two of those.
I'm not happy about it, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. Chase, let's hear from you, sir.
All right. I want you to write this down, John. This will just determine my heart or mind pick in the future.
Okay.
My heart is Rusev.
Oh.
I know you're winner of the female one too. Then.
Yes, that's true. But my mind is wanting me to pick Vince Balfour. So I'm torn. So I'm gonna go Rusev.
Okay.
Hey, John, I'm changing mine to Rusev. I forgot on the last podcast that I said that would be my winner. So I want to stick to that word and go Rusev.
Well,
Man of integrity right there.
Does that mean I need to change?
No, we got a whole bunch of different matches here.
Okay.
Let's see. You and Chance are 2, 3, 4. You have 4 different matches. Somebody is boom basing over there. Something. It's Chad. Boom.
Chad's looking at his phone.
Okay, you already know my Money in the Bank winner for the females, Natalya. I don't want her to. I'd rather it be Sasha Banks or.
Who was your Money in the Bank winner for the male?
Oh, my bad. The Miz.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm talking about somebody can talk some
comeback?
mess with that. He could talk some mess with that, and it's time for him to move up a little bit, I think.
You think he's ready for this comeback?
I don't think so. I don't think it's time.
He'll be doing that show, Miz and the Mizes. He'll be walking around with a Money in the Bank briefcase. It's coming,
he's still
babe.
got like a 3-month-old. He ain't getting no sleep.
No.
You don't get tired. I got Natalya winning the Money in the Bank. So, Chase, who is your winner out of this crew? Ember Moon, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss,
Lana,
Becky Lynch, Natalya, Lana, Naomi versus Sasha Banks, and you're going with Lana.
My heart says Lana, but my mind says Becky.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Natalya. That's my girl. And if you didn't watch last week's episode, it's because I think Natalya's going to win the Money in the Bank. And her and Ronda are going to have some kind of beef, whether that's that night or whether that's Ronda winning. And then she ends up having to cash in on Ronda. Something's going down between them two.
This is the same lady that has the broken knee, right?
Yes.
Allegedly.
So she's going to win the Money in the Bank against 9 people, then cash in against Ronda Rousey.
She can go sit in. She can go sit in the corner like full of Chris Jericho
with a cigarette in her mouth redneck
Yes.
sounding.
This is the
lady.
most seasoned wrestler of anybody in the ring.
She's gonna
Pause for a
take over
second, John.
Money in the Bank. That's what you're telling me.
Yep.
Explain your logic again to this man because he doesn't understand. Why do you think Natalia can win this? Go back with your thing about how the fact that there's 9 other people in here and what can happen in matches that have multiple people. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Chance. Tell them.
She can just go sit out on the ring and wait for somebody to knock everybody out.
Has
I mean,
nothing to do
everybody's
What
She
she
can
out.
Jericho it, man.
look who she is and what she's ever been. She's just there.
Chad, so why do you think they've been doing this whole bullcrap angle every single week with her and Ronda Rousey?
I'm not saying they can't do it. It's just a Roman Reigns mistake.
Yep, I agree. I don't like it. I want Sasha Banks to have it because she deserves to be back in the spotlight.
That's my point. She ain't gonna win, but I'm still picking her because she should win.
You going Sasha?
Yeah.
He's going the obvious pick.
My heart right there.
Obvious pick would be
wrestler.
obvious would be Charlotte.
I'm saying Sasha's the best wrestler. That's why I say obvious.
You think Sasha's a better wrestler than Becky Lynch?
Yes. Easy.
Ember Moon's better than anybody in there.
That's true.
I don't know about that.
He's waiting on a response. Look at him.
I don't know about that.
Okay, let's go down the line. Is she better than Charlotte Flair?
Yes.
Is she better than Alexa Bliss?
No.
About the same.
That's garbage.
Yeah, probably a little better.
Wrestling, John?
Yeah, just straight out physical
Just
ability in
straight
the
up.
ring.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Becky Lynch,
No.
Yeah.
Yes, slightly.
maybe a tie if you're averaging everybody's opinion here. Natalia.
Yes.
Who?
Is Ember Moon better than Natalia, Chance?
That's probably pretty close.
That's about the same way with Becky. I think she might be a little bit better because she does high flying stuff.
In certain ways, but not as good in certain ways.
I'm not going to ask about Lana. Is she better than Naomi?
Yes.
Better than Sasha Banks?
No.
Yes.
So you're saying Ember Moon is better than Sasha Banks?
I don't think so.
No.
Chase. Okay, but they're in the same neighborhood, would you say?
Yeah,
they're in the same neighborhood. One of them's just in the richer part, and the other one's in the older part of the neighborhood.
Older part of the subdivision.
Yeah.
One's in a 2-story house. One's in a apartment.
Yeah.
One's in a barn in.
On the same street.
Yep.
Lana's
Okay.
in a place about 30 miles away.
Yep.
She in the slums.
Lana's living in an extended stay and bouncing between those places. Trying to find
Hey, but that's not fit.
Yep.
Now she's gonna Jericho it for sure.
Hey, if she won, yeah.
Okay, I believe if we are looking at the schedule, I don't have it in front of me, but I think we're moving on to winners and losers, gentlemen. Let's see if we had anything else. No, match of the week. Match of the week, Mr. Chase. What to you was the best match of the week? Why do you always act shocked when I ask you this question? Like, wow, that's tough.
No, it's not that I'm shocked. It's just that I have multiple matches.
Jeez, you're throwing something on me I wasn't prepared for, even though we do it every single week.
Since it might get picked anyway, I'll go.
All right, go.
The Kevin Owens, Braun, and
was that a 4-way match or something?
Yeah, at Raw.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That was my favorite. I think it just had a lot of excitement. It looked like the Kevin Owens of old. Maybe his back's healed or something. I don't know what was wrong with him for like 8 months there, but
yeah, Sami Zayn by his side was what was wrong with him.
Yeah,
preach.
Yeah. Well, this is actually a Chase Whitner segment. He has a sponsorship with a local car dealership.
Yeah.
So we have to give him the floor here.
The Joe Bullard?
Yeah.
Yes.
We just need
my match of the week was the women's on where that was a really good match. I mean,
there's something majestic about that suicide dive out of the ring. But I'm sure in about 3 or 4 states, what she did to Sasha Banks is actually considered homicide. That suicide. Oh my gosh.
Sasha Banks big lick, man.
That whole run right there, John, where she came out and dove into Sasha, and then Alexa Bliss comes around the corner and forearm Sasha flips her. I was like, gosh.
Sasha Banks can sell some stuff.
Yep. Man. Give me a Sasha Banks Ember Moon 15 to 20-minute match without any of the other fluff. Oh my gosh.
It'd be a good match.
Not a throwaway Raw match, something that means something.
There ain't many matches I've went back and watched, but I think it's been a few weeks now. But I went back and watched the Asuka Sasha match. This one.
That one was stupid too.
Okay, I think we're all. I mean, I think the women's match was the best. I agree with Joe on that. So let's move on to our winners and our losers. By the way, you, Chad, you need to get your business to sponsor this podcast.
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, we'll give them a good deal. We'll give them some ad time on here. I mean, we got one of our biggest podcasts has like 38 views. So, I mean, you can't pay for that kind of
you can't
eyeballs.
Oh, that's invaluable.
And it's probably all the people that work there watch it.
I mean, does it make a quarter or a dime for advertisement? We'll take whatever. Winners and losers of the week. Let's start off with Chance. Who's your winner and loser, sir?
Winner is going to be Braun Strowman. The dude took a dive off of a ladder while laying on a table by Kevin Owens, who's not a light person, and still ended up winning the match. So pretty legit. Shows good for his chances in Money in the Bank, I think. Loser, I'm going to say Daniel Bryan. I'm going to go with Chad. His segue earlier. Sorry to steal your thunder, Chad, there. But
robbed you in broad daylight, man.
I don't know. I'm just tired of him.
Okay, Chase, your winner.
Right.
Yeah, I liked it.
Nothing against him, but
he's fighting Big Cass and Shelton Benjamin. They need to get him.
He had a match against probably the 34th best wrestler.
He needs to be fighting Shinsuke and AJ. And
I wouldn't say best wrestler, like ring wrestler. You know what I mean?
I got you.
All right, mine is. I'm going to say my winner before. No, don't you do it. Shut your mouth. My winner is Baron Corbin.
Yeah, that's right.
Forgot about that.
Baron Corbin is my winner. That haircut made him. That haircut and that outfit, total transformation for Baron Corbin.
We've been calling for it.
Yep.
Somebody said on this podcast about a corporate Baron Corbin.
Yep. I think it was me, but I'm not going to toot my own horn. But it's probably me or John.
It's probably me, John, or Chad.
It definitely wasn't me.
My loser is Samoa Joe and that haircut. So my winners and losers are haircuts this week.
That was a good loser.
You're right. I didn't get what was going on there.
Why?
I don't know. I actually kind of like it because Samoa Joe normally just looks like a big pig. So it gave him a little personality.
I think he got jealous of Baron, and so he needed to do something to bring some more spotlight to himself. He couldn't have somebody else stealing the spotlight.
I like that they did something different with him. I don't like what they did, but I like that they did something different.
That's true.
In that regard.
We could all be like, hey, we had to go to the urologist this week. It was just rough. I don't ever want to go there again. Chance would be like, I actually kind of liked it. It's a fun experience. I got checked out and I know that I'm healthy. Everything's
I'll try
fine.
anything once.
Oh, God.
I thought you were...
Oh, y'all weren't supposed to know that.
Had to come back this week. I'm gonna get my winners and losers now. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I was going with Baron Corbin. I decided to change that since she went with him. I always do it back up. Paige is my winner for this week.
Man, y'all took all mine.
She has
I got another one for you. I got another one for you, Chad. If you want Baron Corbin, I had another one.
No, I had.
You already did it.
Well, first I had Braun. Chance said it. Then I had Paige.
Text him yours, Chase. Real quick.
And
You mean Kelly?
but no, I got
Just
my
whisper it.
explanation for Paige, and you might were gonna say this, but considering what she's been through and her injury,
Yeah.
We'll share that one, Chad. We'll
social
share that
media
one.
problems.
Give me your reason, John.
You know, I think it's a good spot for her to still have a job, and that's good on WWE. They could have released her and stuff too.
I'm sick of bumbling GMs and GMs who, can't get out of their own way. This girl's not taking anybody spotlight. All she's doing is coming in and doing her job. She's not trying to make herself the center of the show like we had with Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. Everything revolved around them, and that's not healthy for a show. With Paige, she's a star just because she's a star, but everybody else on that show is more important than her. She's pushing the talent, and that's what you need to have on there. That's why she's my winner. My loser, I don't know if you're aware of this, CM Punk fought in a MMA match this weekend and lost. So he went I
thought he fought once before and lost it. I thought he was done after that.
No, not his eyes, and he's probably going to do it one more time. This time he went the whole distance, and from what experts say, that it was literally one of the worst performances by both men that's ever happened in the entire history of the UFC.
Pay-per-view.
So,
wow.
Yep, garbage. I'm not going to watch it. So that's my winners and losers of the week. Whoever hadn't gone, the floor is yours.
Don't matter. We said everything. Blah blah blah.
I'll give him another winner. I had Rusev as my other backup because he actually beat somebody that was worth something.
Or losers.
What?
I didn't hear you, Chad. You kind of like when you talk when somebody else talks, it makes it hard for that person to hear what you're saying.
I guess I'll do 4 winners and 4 losers.
What's going on with that?
That's what I do every week.
Top of your head.
We are the same match.
I do that every week. I come in with 4 winners and 4 losers.
That's me getting to the mic.
All right. On that, gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. Does anybody have any? Let's go with Chance. Do you have any parting words for our viewers out there?
No, sir. I'll catch y'all in a couple weeks. Hopefully my picks come to fruition. I won't be able to watch it up there, but
we're going to roast you next week on some of these.
Hopefully, y'all can text me what's going on.
Yeah, and if you watch the YouTube podcast in the bathroom or something like that, we're going to roast you alive with some of your picks.
Okay. Sounds
Chase, what do you think was going on with you? Last words.
I'm excited about this weekend about watching a pay-per-view. It's been a long time since we got together for a pay-per-view.
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited.
Oh, can Brax join us next week? Because this is Chance's strike 2 so he got one more strike. I want to make sure Braxton's ready to go and in the flow.
He can if he needs to.
Okay. Chad,
actually, I might be out too, John.
Oh my gosh!
I just remembered we have Braxton's World Series next weekend for baby.
Might be able.
Maybe we
might be able to be on there because it'll be 10:30 up there. So.
Can we do it like an alternative night, you think? Maybe Tuesday night?
Right after SmackDown?
We could do that.
It'll be fresh on our brains then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. When does it end? At 9 o'clock, right? So we got about 30 minutes to get our crap together. So let's shoot for that. Everybody out there who's watching right now.
That's more than I can have to get my crap together every other week.
Yeah.
Pro Perspective Wrestling Universe will be Tuesday night.
Yeah. All right. With that, let's go give you some Gmail accounts, prowrestlingperspectives@gmail.com. If you have any comments, suggestions, or want to be on the show, please email us there. Like and subscribe our podcast. And if you would, we would have definitely appreciated it. Until next time, we will see you later.
Peace.